Minister Iswaran.
Naughty lah.
Alif Aziz.
11 times straight. Joke's on you
Like Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong.
Alright, but we can't speak about Lee Hsien Loong without talking about his brother Lee Hsien Yang.
Talking shit about Singapore.
Xia Xue.
The apology sucked.
Might as well don't say.
Might as well don't say.
What's
See,
happening,
exactly how. And I
Whoa!
Merry Christmas!
Wow. Oh my god, I didn't see that one. Holy what the heck?
Merry Christmas!
Wow, dude, this is such a good idea. Who did it?
Irwin!
Oh wow, sick Irwin. So sick.
Amazing. Before we begin this episode, I want to take a bit of time talking about the biggest hack I've been taking advantage of to get free groceries, food deliveries, Gojek rides and TV subscription plans while collecting miles at the same time.
How?
It's all thanks to you.
Me?
No, not me. You.
You?
That's right. You. Why you?
Oh, you.
No, not me. So personally, I've been a huge fan of DBS U card because I think it's one of the strongest reward programs here in Singapore. Not because of the level of points you can get, because it's huge, but also the amount of merchants they have. For example, they have Cold Storage, Giant, 7-Eleven.
Oh, I heard there's like Foodpanda, BreadTalk, Toastbox and Gojek.
That's right. And when you pay with the DBS U card, you can upsize your rewards by getting 18% cash rebate or 10 miles per dollar, which is huge. Plus, you can convert your U points into miles without any transaction fees.
Wow, that's awesome.
It is. And that's not all. New to DBS PSB card members can earn $150 cash back if you spend at least $800 within 60 days of approval.
Wait, then how do you get like free groceries, free food deliveries and Gojek rides?
That's easy. Because I've accumulated enough points using my DBS U card at U merchants, I can redeem rewards using the U app. So you can redeem stuff like cash rebates at checkout, by the way, at Cold Storage and Giant,
Wow.
parking at Suntec, or even offset your purchases on the Foodpanda app.
Wow, that's amazing. But did you mention something about like free TV subscription plan?
I did. So because Singtel was one of the U merchants as well, I've been redeeming the sports package every month for the last 6 months. So I've been watching F1 races and Champions League matches for free.
Wow, better tell my fiancé he's a super big F1 fan. So all this is possible with the DBS U card?
Yeah, so technically you can earn U points without it, but with the DBS U card, you get to earn 36 times more points per dollar spent.
Wow, thanks for telling me all this. I'm gonna sign up for DBS U card now. Thank you.
Thank you. Now back to the episode.
Merry Christmas, everybody!
Merry Christmas!
Welcome. So today we have a Merry Christmas special and we are going to be helping Santa Claus today.
Okay.
We have a very important mission and our job, right, is to go through and look back at the 2024, Singapore's 2024, and there are a list of people and incidents and events that have occurred throughout this year. We're going to look back at them and we're going to judge whether they should be on the naughty or the nice list. Okay, so let me switch it up a bit. Let's begin with the naughty, nice list, okay? And the first entry, a survey found out that nearly 20% of men don't wash their hands when they go to the bathroom.
Nicely, save water.
Wash hand with water only or without soap or not at all?
Nearly 20% just walk out without doing anything with their hands.
Fuck.
No lah, that's
Okay.
much. That's a bit much.
Then over half opted for a quick rinse with water but not using soap. And then only 23.5 actually use soap and water.
Amongst those, right, do they even wash properly? The must intertwine, then must do this thing.
There is actually the method, right? that
Yeah,
you see
yeah,
in the
yeah,
clinics.
yeah.
For pee, no need lah.
I think if you know how to do it hands-free, I think that's fine.
Hands free? Wash hand without
How do you
hands?
wash? Then why you
No,
wash it?
pee.
Oh, yeah.
How do you-
No, cannot.
Can.
If you pee hands free, then the underwear is the toilet paper.
There's a way to do it, right, where you use your band.
Momentum. Oh, okay.
You use the band to kind of lift up the day, and then you
No,
just
correct,
need
but
to-
there will be that one drop that will drip on your underwear.
Don't have one. Don't have one. Don't have
Unless
one.
the only way I can think about it is you slap your dick aside the urine.
Or at the bottom lah.
Why guys cannot wear? Why guys, right? They don't wear panty liner.
Because
Think
men don't
about
wear
it.
panties.
You pee already, hands free. When you wrap it up, right, the panty liner soak the last drop. What?
I'm down for that. I mean, if
Right?
if it ever becomes a thing where men wear panty liner, I'll just wear diapers. Then I'll just take a shit
No,
here. Like,
diaper a
on
bit
set.
hot. No, I wear the woman diaper for like pads. You know the period panties.
I just bought one pack for
It's
pet,
a bit
right?
hot. like your ass will get sweaty. So when
But it
you
will be absorbed immediately.
no, but it's still like moist, the moist, humid air.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Your pants too thick.
So I advise all guys, right, go buy a panty liner.
Right.
No, but you know
I
how
think it
Unless
will
you
help.
just wear the diaper, you don't wear pants.
So were you all not taught to wash your hands? Like, isn't everybody taught to
Wash
wash their
hand,
hands
we
after
hand.
that?
We
Definitely
all
wash
wash
hand.
hand, we all wash
So
hand.
for
I
this,
don't use soap, I want to be honest.
Yeah. Okay, there's sometimes I just
same,
rinse with
same,
water.
same.
Yeah.
no need why.
No,
Not
okay.
the dick that
It's
you
like I touch my skin here. Why I need to wash?
Correct. It's exactly that.
I think if you got foreskin, you have to hold your dick. Because sometimes you need to pull back. If not, the spray is just no control one, right?
Sure.
But then, if you got no foreskin, you got no excuse. So you should just don't touch hands free.
So there was another study, right? Basically, right, girlfriends, whenever you see your boyfriends and husbands like sit on the sofa, then you lie on their leg, right? Know that if they pee at the urinal, right, the backsplash is so insane. So there was this study of a video, right, where they use dyed water and then they spray at the exact like pressure of a penis wood, right? But this time it's colored on white. And then you can see that like this entire area, right, is just micro splashes.
Yeah.
And so when you lie down on your boyfriend's like lap, i.e. crotch, right, you are lying in his dried up piss.
But when they give you a blowjob also, they are eating your piss, right? So it's fine.
Wait, so why haven't they I'm going to avoid that.
That's
Why,
disgusting.
But then when you wash first, what?
but why haven't
Not
they
pee.
redesigned the urinal then?
No, that's why you see the urinal nowadays got like
The
a lot of
pad.
step up. They put that grill,
Yeah.
or they put it started with the fly, right? Changi
yeah,
Airport got a
in-
house fly there.
yeah.
That one already get the perfect 45 degree.
Why cannot just use toilet paper?
No, you can, but you can't stop backsplash.
You take 2 toilet paper, then you just hold it at the side of your dick like this.
You could, or you poke a hole lah.
You
Then
just
put your-
block. Yeah, so you just like
Okay, but anyway, we'll figure that out. But for this year, for Santa's Naughty or Nice list, men who do not wash their hands after using the toilet.
Yeah.
Naughty list.
See, definitely.
Okay, what if they hand sanitizer?
Okay, I'm okay. Actually, that's better than just soap without
I feel like
water without
Why?
soap. Can.
I feel like hand sanitizer, right, is purely for bacteria. But fecal matter, for example, right, it's not all bacteria.
Yeah, but
I can't put shit here, then I put antibacterial, then the shit is right there.
No, but non-bacterial shit is okay, what? It's safe, what? It's okay.
There's no such thing as non-bacterial shit.
Like if you got urine on your hands and you've completely killed anything that's bad for you and you touch me, I think I'm okay.
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 No way.
Later I just touch you. Oh.
Is it not scientifically like okay? Like in your
No, but then does your hand still smell of piss?
sure.
Yeah.
But
Cannot.
it's safe really. Like new water is also water. Like it's also pee that was scientifically cleaned up, ma.
But it's cleaned up.
So the next one is something that I believe people want us to talk about, but we haven't. And this year, the news has been following this case throughout the entire year, basically. And it has to do with the transport minister, or the previous transport minister,
Oh,
Mr. Iswaran,
Mr. S.
the man we've had on the show before. So if you've been living under a rock, he basically was charged for receiving gifts while in office, as well as one charge of obstruction of justice.
Yeah, but no longer about corruption. It got moved away, moved aside.
Yeah. And what are your thoughts on like his sentencing, given that it was 12 months?
Bit unfair. I think at the end of the day, the prosecutor argued for like 9 months or something like that. And then the other one asked for 3 months, which means you will usually meet halfway at 6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then it got 12 months because by right ministers are supposed to be held to the highest standard.
Yeah.
So like in speaking to friends in the legal, like lawyers, like essentially, like lawyer friends, right? They all felt like actually if you really go by the book, the prosecutor should have actually asked for much longer. For them to say 6 months, right, really feels like, what's up with this? And looking at the judge's past cases, right, he usually always follow the prosecutor one. So the fact that he actually went more, right, means he's trying to tell the prosecutor that, dude, this should have been way more.
Right.
Okay.
So
I thought it was quite fair.
yeah, 12 months.
Yeah, I thought 12 months was a bit long, because it's
But
kind
it
of
was like a long ass.
the vibe is
series.
like a no one got hurt kind of vibe. in my
He mostly took like concert tickets, plane
No,
tickets.
I think right it's the
musicals.
duration of time. If it was like maybe a few things,
Yeah.
I would understand. It's like what you said, like it's like just like, oh, it's a gift,
Mm.
like can close
Yeah.
one eye. But the fact that it went on for so long and there's so many, right?
Yeah.
Means they already know it's wrong. What?
Yeah.
Or that he didn't know it was wrong. That's why he went.
Cannot
on.
be.
No, I don't know why I'm defending him. I don't care.
No,
He's in jail.
I think cannot be because like you look at any like public servant, right, that we've ever met or like even worked with, right, you try and like give them like even water bottles, right, they're like, no, the amount of paperwork is going to be crazy. Like they
Yeah.
need to like,
Is it?
they need to declare every single thing. So
Yeah.
like for Iswaran to not even know that something so big, like even if it's grey area, right, he shouldn't accept in the first place because he knows that he needs to declare it.
It felt
I
like
feel
he did
Yeah.
the what would you do if you couldn't get caught, and he actually did it. But he can't.
yeah.
He's like, okay,
Yeah.
come on, take.
But I think like let's be realistic also. Like he has enough money that he can retire. I think he's already put his kids through school. Like some of them graduated overseas.
He had
or,
enough
like,
money
just
before
moved.
joining parliament, by the way.
Yeah, so like he can really just leave, just retire, stay out of the limelight, and still be comfortable.
And somebody like him has to go to like normal jail, right? Or is there like a special?
Singapore don't have white collar
Normal
jails.
jail.
Oh, but he got like
Like, he don't get his own
the
room or what?
solitary.
That's worse for him, eh.
Because
That is damn
they
jialat.
didn't want him to be
Mix.
with other inmates for like safety reasons.
I see.
It's not
That's
just
quite
safety reasons.
sad.
I think they are afraid that he leaks their secrets.
Oh.
That was one of the key things. Because if you really damn bored
Oh, I thought it was safety.
23 hours a day,
yeah,
with
yeah.
one fella, you like 6 of you all together, he's gonna be like, he's gonna start your house decent
Oh,
long.
yeah, yeah.
Lee Kuan Yew, you know, then after a while, it's like, last time Lee Kuan Yew smoked, that time he would jio me go and smoke. You know, all that shit all start coming out.
That's a great point.
Okay. So, naughty list.
But he was nice to us lah.
Naughty lah.
He's a nice
like
guy
he's been
lah.
getting presents for all the other years.
I feel sorry.
So this year no present.
Nice people can be naughty.
Yeah,
Ma.
Yeah,
I
it's true.
feel sorry for him, but naughty.
Naughty.
Because of him, right? A lot of I think from next year onwards, like public officers even worse now. And like even if their minister is guest of honor and event, right, and they are the accompanying aid, for example, they are like the comms team or whatever, right? They cannot eat what is presented there. They must bring their own bento box or eat before. So it become very jialat now.
Section
Which I
165.
think is a bit much lah, to be honest.
My view
Let's-
is very interesting.
Hey, that's your
Oh no, like my view.
I thought
No,
your
like
perspective.
y'all talk very serious thing. Then I realized like you're very randy.
You want to ho about this?
Okay, the next one, that's perfect. Because
Okay.
ho. The next story is about Alif Aziz. So, this actor Alif Aziz was basically embroiled in a public marital crisis, and basically his wife filed for divorce, but he actually refused it. And he said that like out of love and desire for more discussion, like he basically don't want to separate lah. How would you all react if your partner cheated on you 11 times?
Like 11 different
11 times
people
too many,
or
ah.
one person worse.
11 different people.
Worse ah.
Yeah.
Huh?
I think one
it's-
person count as one.
Yeah.
No, but I think one person, right? I will think like they have an emotional connection.
Oh, but
If
11
it's
different people is
11
addiction.
different people at different time, like one.
If there's no emotional connection, I don't count as cheating.
Yeah.
Also just sex.
Indiscretion.
What? So she can bang anybody?
No lah. I mean, it's still wrong lah.
Oh,
I just
it's
want
not
to say
cheating.
you cheated on me lah.
Then you will say what?
You have been dishonest.
So how will you haven't answered the original problem? Which
How
is,
will I
how will you all respond? How will you all
Respond.
react?
11 people.
I mean, go
I
to
feel like at
jail.
some point, 11 times straight, the joke's on you, eh. Like, shame on yourself.
Yeah,
For not finding out earlier.
Yeah. Like the signs had to be there lah.
No, wait. Did she realize all 11 at once? Or she forgive him 10 times? I think if she realized all 11 at once, fair enough lah.
Yeah. I think it was 11 all at once.
If she forgive him 10 times, then honestly, like, you man.
I believe. Okay, this is just from memory, and my memory has been pretty shit, right? But I think it was that she had suspicions. She hired a private investigator, and a lot of the evidence that you see online is from that PI, if I'm not mistaken. Now, if that's
But how
wrong,
to
we
find
take that
11,
out.
You know what I mean? Like, as the PI, if I found one, right?
It's
I'd
the
be
same
like,
one.
I'm done already.
Yeah.
I'm done already.
Yeah.
To say that, I continue to dig. I think 10 years, not easy. It takes years to have 10 affairs.
It could have been the PI saying, "Hey, this was once," and then the guy say, "I'm so sorry, I did 11 times."
Yeah. It's like, sir, I already know what you did. He's like,
11.
shit. Yeah.
This
What's her name? Then it's like, oh, Alison. No, I mean, and then he dropped 10
11 names.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm quite interested to see like the PI's price list. Like imagine she just suspect one person, right?
Yeah,
then
yeah,
he
yeah.
find out got 11, right? Then he's like,
You must
do
add
you
on,
want
ah."
me to tell you
Yeah.
the next one? $100.
You know, that's the Straits Times business model.
That's what a paywall looks like. You know what? No, actually, right? If you have roughly good photography skills, actually don't need. You just need to know how the camera works, right? Can be PIs, yeah.
No, but he get from dash cam. I don't know how to ask the person like,
No, you park your own car.
I think you require a license one.
What the heck?
Huh?
He once cheated on me with my own sister.
no.
Who is the bigger betrayer?
He puts the cis in assist.
The R in Aso, I mean.
Wow, crazy. sia. No, I keep thinking
So
about like,
wild
what I
story.
would do in this situation. Because like depending on how long I'm and how committed I am to this person already, right? And I was trying to see whether there's a chance that I would choose to stay and fix things. Maybe it's my fault. Maybe, like I'm like
No,
because
first time
of
for
our
sure.
problems, we make you feel lonely or whatever. Yeah.
I think once is.
But 11 times hardcore, and then
Hey, you know it was hard.
if one of them is my brother, right? Oh, yeah.
Would you? Okay, I mean, you break out that girl as a given, right? Do you disown your brother? Or like he just say, I let you whack me, then we call it quits.
No, but you feel so dirty, Like I feel like I will wash my body, also cannot wash enough, to like at the disgust of the idea of
Because that guy's disgusting, so that guy should wash his.
if you find out, they your partner cheat.
No, I think if it's just one person,
Yeah, say it's normal.
I think I'll be sad and hurt. If it's 11, I won't feel sad at all because I think like the anger, right, surpassed that already. And my voice is gone now.
Because it just 11 times really just kills any hope
Yeah.
that there was a real relationship to begin with.
Two
right?
times kill.
It's 10 times too many.
So the next one happens all the way in Boon Lay.
Boon Lay.
There was this 3D Freddy Krueger film memorabilia displayed, right, at a HDB staircase, and it was spooking the residents. So like you turn the corner, right, then you scared. So some people complained, some people found it unsettling. However, some people greeted it with fun, like it's just harmless fun.
And
So
it's Halloween.
the owner is a collectibles enthusiast, so he actually purchased this for I think a few $100, and then he placed it there. But then to avoid disturbing the neighbors, right, he later took it down, lah. But
Right.
to me, this one, is it naughty or nice?
He was being nice.
He's being
Nice.
nice.
He's sharing the art with
Yeah.
others, right?
Yeah, but he's imposing on other people though in a public area. I think the intentions were nice but naughty.
I think Freddy Krueger freaked me out when I was a child.
Is
So
the
to me,
nose
it's like-
guy the like
cannot sleep
nightmare?
one.
Is it the one with
Friday
the
the
mask?
13th?
No, Friday
mask,
the 13th is the friend, Jason.
Oh, the Jason.
Is the
Jason.
Is the sharp nose
It's the one if you sleep, you'll kill in your dreams.
or the fedora
The
hair?
burn face one.
The one with the long coat lah.
Red and black stripe, long sleeve. Then he got one hand claw. Then his face
Okay.
look like kena burn rubber
Okay.
one.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
Like,
okay.
like Deadpool.
I think quite traumatizing for children.
Yeah.
Like if you see and it's a 3D painting. Ah,
Can
shit.
see it or not?
Like,
Yeah.
I feel like if it was child friendly,
It's quite scary.
Oh,
It
shit.
sticks out the wall.
this is too much.
So you turn the corner at night, I sure chua one eh.
I will box this
Oh,
thing.
okay. Actually, it's quite harmless.
It's scary.
No, but you cannot see his legs. I thought it was like a life size.
Okay, fair enough. No, he's nice. He's nice. But his neighbors also have a right to complain.
correct.
You know my family's version of this, right? And at that time, I think I was maybe can't be older than 4 or 5 years old. We have pictures of it, and that's why that I get a match, and I actually remember it. There was one time that I was out with my helper and my sisters, and then when we came back, when we knocked on the door, right, my mom screamed like one scary like ah! So my helper panicked. Then she started banging the door and say, "Mom, everything okay?" That kind, right?
Yeah.
Then my mom opened the door, and my dad is on the floor. Blood. And there is a stool on his, and then like a knife on the side.
Oh my god.
But it smelled like ketchup. But the whole room smells of ketchup.
Right.
So obviously I was too young to know a murder scene.
Yeah.
So to me, it looked funny, right? My sisters and my helper lost it, yeah.
Oh my God.
My father laid there for like a good 20-30 seconds.
But you can see the
Hey, my father last time fit one. Don't start here, bro. Just
the
start here.
breathing.
Them
Oh my
only,
God.
what a prank.
Yeah, like there's just no regard for like trauma. Like, it's just not a thing.
Hey, but so it sounds fun.
It's fun. Like I had a great time. My sisters cried, but I had a great time. It's like I was too stupid to understand like a murder scene. I see you in your glasses and I want to call you Harry. Yeah.
Okay, so the next one. This year, Singapore Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong finally stepped down. He's definitely on Santa Claus's nice list, I believe.
On that note, I recall an interview done by Lee Kuan Yew, right? And I think if it was his son watching this interview, right, it will be a next level pride for him. Because he says that, because it was some American journalist, I think, or TV presenter, and he's trying to talk about how you're turning Singapore into a dynasty when you give it to your son and all that stuff, right? Lee Kuan Yew said that if Lee Hsien Loong was not my son, he would have become the second Prime Minister of Singapore. He was already ready to become the second Prime Minister of Singapore. But knowing how talented and gifted he is, he needed someone else to say that the son is the one. Yeah. And so he gave it to Goh Chok Tong. And when he said that, then number one, if Lee Hsien Loong must be so proud. And then how does that make Goh Chok Tong feel? He's like,
Bench warmer.
so I was the second best guy for the job.
Wait, what happened to Goh Chok Tong after that?
He
He wrote a book called Walking Tall, and now it's just like Marine Parade.
Hey, I take picture with his leg before. Because when he was Prime Minister, I was like 4 years old, then kindergarten, then I don't know, because my PAP is at, my PAP.
Yes,
My
my
PAP kindergarten is at Marine Parade. Then I
Yeah.
think he's the,
yeah.
what is it called?
MP.
MP there.
Yeah.
So I remember I go to the, like, take picture time, then they ask me sit on the floor, I cross my leg, right?
Yeah.
Like a little girl. Then I was like that. Then I like don't know who is this man, ma.
Yeah.
Like they never introduced like this.
Who bring the Akong here?
Yeah, then I just like turn right. Then his knee is literally here. Like I'm like shorter than his knee.
Oh, wow.
Then I just like that.
He really
like,
was
okay.
walking tall, yeah.
You remember Go Chok Tong?
Yeah.
That one really gets me.
But it's like you're not even listening. So sometime late November, I think, right? I was at a PAP party convention. Wow, I tell you, first of all, honored to be invited. Happy to be there.
What is a PAP party convention?
Right.
It's not a party. It's the party convention.
You would think.
It's a party.
Like D&D.
Yeah, no. Like over there, they showed this clip where I don't know whether they eventually publicized it, right? Where it was like a tribute to SM, right?
It's in Lee Hsien Loong.
Hsien Loong.
Yeah. SM, yeah.
They just kind of like all of them, and even like Min Shan was on that video, and they really chill. Like I was jealous of the team that put the video together. It was so well done, okay? And they just really chill, and they talk about, like Min Shan just talked about how there was this time where like it was like a bill or something like that, or just something from Parliament one and then he already signed already, then he knew to pass to PM to sign. And so, I mean, obviously, if like Min Shan reports to you, like I won't bother reading it, you know what I'm saying? But like, Lee Hsien Loong took the paper and then he looked at the thing and then the footnote and then the other thing and then the footnote and then he called him at like 1 a.m. or like in the wee hours. And then he said, yeah, I'm just looking at the footnotes and I'm comparing to like the source and whatnot, and then the numbers don't tally. Like, reading the footnote, yo, I feel like I will read the executive summary max lah. Min Shan say he vetted it, you know what I mean?
Wow, damn paiseh.
No, and they are, and all of them, like they're not just talking. There two things I took away from that on the side of assembly that we don't see. Number one is that he's extremely sharp. Like the cabinet considers him a genius level man.
Yeah.
And then the other one is that he's very funny. He's always cracking jokes, but we don't get to see that. Yeah. They gave an example of a joke. Then the joke not very funny, but like okay lah, you know. But he's a light-hearted man. He's a light-hearted man. Yeah.
What's the purpose of this party?
They don't do this very often. My understanding is that first of all, it's PAP's like 70th anniversary.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it was an anniversary party. And then it's also like a dinner to thank all the grassroots because there are a lot of volunteers there. So okay, literally I think there's like thousands of people there.
Wow.
Yeah. And then the other thing was that next day was like the Central Executive Committee's voting. Yeah.
Okay.
So
okay.
if the party is gonna vote, like just a few weeks ago only they announced, right?
Who to be SecGen and all that. Yeah.
Correct. So with that, there needs to be a meeting. Everybody touch base. Like, no, you blind voting like Pope like that. You know what I mean?
Right. Was there any fun things like lucky draw?
Don't have.
Don't
have.
Or like performance?
God.
Oh.
I tell you, there was this band. Wow, fuck, I forgot the name, dude. It was this. The band is a 4-piece band. Two musicians, 2 singers.
Okay.
Then this guy, right? He opened with like that kind of song, that kind of Chinese song.
Okay.
And then everybody thought it was a girl because we were eating already at that point of time. And then we looked up and it was the girl, because he has a girl that like the girl could completely sing that part.
Yeah.
But you cannot tell that like it's inhuman the way he sang it.
Okay.
And then and so she just sang it and then the girl just stood there. And the girl's like, she can sing, she sings really well when she sings the other song and she's very pretty and all that stuff. But he just took everything.
Yeah.
And like, God bless him, like God really indeed blessed him. Like, then after that, he made trumpet sounds with his mouth and then like, damn solid. And then I'm like, if I'm the instrumentalist, I go home already. Like, for what?
Wow.
This guy is the male lead singer, he's the female lead singer, and he's also himself playing a guitar or keyboard. Then after he's saxophone in the mouth. Hey, yo, myself be a backtrack. The rest of
you
you.
can find his name or not? Or his band
Who
name?
is he? Like everybody stop lah. What they doing?
Stop,
when-
really stop.
Yeah.
Really stop.
Wow, respect,
Yeah.
respect.
Got dancing?
God.
So it's like a D&D without the lucky draw lah.
But that was it. You asked everything already. That was the two
Okay.
things.
Oh, don't have like
No comedian.
Yeah, stand up.
popcorn
Don't have.
station.
No, there was no station, no nothing.
We got food lah. It's a dinner lah.
It's a dinner.
Were people drinking?
I think got beer lah. I think got beer. But I started my body transformation.
So PAP know how to let loose a bit lah. It's not all serious. And
I would think so lah, because there was one period where the Central Executive Committee walked in, right?
Yeah.
Then you see their security personnel will trail them.
yeah.
So when they walk to the table, so there was this giant ass table. So the table is like, it's not like wedding table, 2 families together. It's like a fucking, like the table would, like if I put a table in this room, right, we are just skirting around already.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, that kind of one. So it's a big ass table. And then you could see that when they all took their seat at the time, wow, the amount of like plain clothes are just...
Okay, so somebody that you were seated with that we saw based on your IG story at the event is Xia Xue.
Yes.
And she's
Shout out to
also
her.
been caught up in some controversy this year where she was basically called out for making comments about Thai and Vietnamese women. And Thailand basically got very triggered until she had to come out and give an apology. Because on another podcast, she basically, somebody cut down a clip from a podcast, a full-length podcast, and the clip essentially insinuates that like Singaporean women are above like Thai women and Vietnamese women, and that they do things like they're involved in prostitution and that kind of stuff lah. Yeah. So she actually came out to clarify it, saying that she has Thai friends and she loves to go to Thailand and that kind of stuff. But and clarified that what she meant when she talked about that, right, is that she was saying that Singaporean men, when they date from Thailand or whatever, or they solicit those kind of services, that these men think that they are above those women. Yeah.
To be fair, right, I feel like Xia Xue is one of our final frontiers in Singapore, right? Against wokeism.
Yeah.
So if you look at it in all its context, you won't be as triggered. But if you saw the clip, you got triggered, then watching the full video, right, will not untrigger you.
Okay.
Will not untrigger you. But when you watch the full video, you may not get triggered at all. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Yes.
Because she is saying, for the most part, when you see a young Thai woman come here and approach a guy, is for the most part is a sex worker. And we know that from experience to be somewhat true. Not saying all Thai women are sex workers, not saying all Thai women in Singapore are sex workers, but in Singapore more often than not, especially if you go to a nightclub, then they do be.
High chance.
Yeah, and so to a certain extent, I feel like when she apologized, the apology was not good lah.
Yeah. I get what you mean.
The apology sucked because it's like, because my friend was offended. But no lah, I feel like she should have stood her ground.
Yeah.
And said that this is the truth in Singapore. I'm sorry to the people watching in Thailand that this offends you. Yeah. And it's not my intention to cause these kind of things. But this is the lived experience in Singapore. Yeah, I felt like she should have stood her ground. Maybe when I made things worse lah. But when I saw the thing, it's like, I apologize because my friend was offended. Then I'm like,
Yeah. Might as well don't say.
might as well don't say. Yeah.
So earlier we spoke about Lee Hsien Loong, right? But we can't speak about Lee Hsien Loong without talking about his brother Lee Hsien Yang, because he was big on the news also this year. So basically, he was part of a large defamation suit that I believe Minister Shan and Minister Vivian Balakrishnan had against him for the comments he made about Ridout Road and the bungalows. And he was made to pay a sizable sum of money. And then apparently he said that he can't come back to Singapore for some reasons. And then it turned out not to be true.
So then Lee Hsien Loong's and Lee Hsien Yang's sister passed. And then like the next day after, I think he tried to push the agenda around the house again. Then some people say...
Not the
Oh,
next day.
this was about Oxley Road.
yeah,
Oxley Road
oh,
as well. So
sorry.
he was in the news for quite a bit in different parts of the year. Yeah. So apparently he didn't come back for the sister's memorial. And I think he tried to insinuate that it was maybe because he was not allowed back in the country, but it turned out that it wasn't because of that.
Actually, then like the SM, right?
SMD?
SM Lee, right?
Lee Hsien Loong, yeah.
has never come like publicly addressed this, man? Or has he already addressed his
He
relationship?
stepped away from the decision-making process because he is personally involved.
Right.
And so that's why he formed the committee to decide, and then the committee decide Oxley Road should remain. Off Kelvin Ching's Facebook or something like that. I know a lot of y'all don't like Kelvin Ching, right? But I think he's a smart guy. He talked about how Singapore already has so little history. When we walk around our streets, our town, our own people that has spent their whole life here, right, will say that our streets got no soul. Singapore has no culture. Like, when you look at New York, where it's like piss and shit, when it gets warm, you smell that piss. The guy's pissing in front of you, someone's gonna rob you. You go to 7-Eleven, some guy will open the door for you and then ask you for a tip. But then the guy's so massive, you kind of want to tip him. You know what I mean? Like, you can easily push the door, but he'll open the door for you. He open the door for you, he put his cup, and then you don't give him, he feels like, wow, free service. You know that kind of shit. Like you look at that, then you look at the streets, then it's like graffiti and trash on the floor, and then you tell yourself, well, New York got soul. You walk the streets there, you can feel the story of New York. To a certain extent, and when we look at Singapore, we basically have no history, right? You think about Singapore history, we remember the Japanese occupation and then the independence, and then we jump back to Sangila Utama there.
Yeah, it's a huge jump.
And Raffles.
And Raffles. Like, phew, it's like 100 years between everything, you know?
Yeah.
That's crazy. And so, like, you look at this from a foreign point of view or even from a local lens, right? We now have a monument of Singapore's very first freedom fighter. I feel like I'm going to straight out invalidate the second point because those are real achievements done for Singapore. Like I mean, we put party aside, I feel like the Lee Kuan Yew's achievement to Singapore, that's his house, it's not the party's HQ, right? Yeah. But on the first point, I think what many people don't know is that it was actually subsequently removed from his will and then added back in a will that's amended by Lee Hsien Yang's wife. Lee is no longer of critical sound mind. Yeah,
it's a bit sus.
Yeah, so I mean, it kind of is sus. And I think even within the statement as well, he says that he will leave it to Parliament to decide, but he hope they demolish or something like that one. So because he understands that to a certain extent, this is part of Singapore's national heritage already. Yeah, also I feel like at the end of the day, then the committee decide, yeah, this is it lah. Parliament represents the will of the people and Parliament has decided lah. I don't know. I don't know if there's a segment in Singapore that looks at Lee Hsien Yang. There are always people that are just unhappy with the way the country is run by circumstances of their own life. Or by a very minute personal experience with a POH. For example, you're at the hawker center, you say hi, the fella tell you that kind of hit him for life. It happens one. You know, and I wonder, sense those people, are there people that really look to Lee Hsien Yang as someone like that is really speaking on behalf of them? Yeah. Like people that want opposition voices within Parliament for a check and balance, blah, blah, blah. I completely see that point, completely valid. Yeah. But I mean, I don't know, man, when I feel like Lee Hsien Yang going overseas to other media and then talking shit about Singapore when he says he cannot come back and all that stuff, and then there's nothing that's stopping him from coming back. And then he also said that something along the lines of they're trying to make him do that because they want him to sell the house so that he can get the funds. Then I think somebody out him. Somebody went to investigate. I think it was Min Shan went to investigate out him and say he got another property in Singapore that's worth multi-million. He didn't need to sell that house.
Wait, so what is he doing?
His claim to fame was being the CEO of Singtel, if I'm not wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, so obviously I imagine he's a brilliant man in his own right also. Yeah, so after that, when there's always some form of sibling rivalry, right? You can see the way it was written also. Like whenever he complained, right? You can read from the tone of voice he was like jealous of his brother,
There's bitterness lah.
Yeah. So then it got to the point where now he's claiming asylum in another country and then just talking shit. And then he said like he got prosecuted and like chased out of the country, that kind of shit. But like he literally liquidated everything he owned and brought multi-millions there, which like it's not possible lah if you are being prosecuted and forced out of a country to have time to sell everything. I suspect his state of mind. Suspect only. Please don't sue me. So I got no money. You win. I go jail. Public apology. I just give the public apology now. I'm sorry if I'm wrong.
Educators,
But I mean, this is my point of view lah. This is my point of view.
I just
Obviously,
got 3 siblings.
Nice.
One, the late sister is a doctor.
yeah, she was a
And
neurosurgeon.
now I know that he's the CEO. Lee Hsien Yang is the CEO of
Former?
Was yeah.
And then SM.
But it must be such a complicated life to live though. Like given that like
It is.
like the circumstances of who your father is, who your brother has become,
Yeah.
and everything else that happens surrounding a family, and there's so much pressure. So like,
Yeah, I feel like family dinners there really sucked. Like it's just fucking tense. I feel like a big part of the reason why Lee Hsien Loong went the military route, right, is that he just cannot, no matter how brilliant he is, right, he just must show people that I intern first.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just must. And so the fastest way is to go SAF and parade yourself in 70,000 men.
But I will understand why he want to demolish the house though.
Yeah.
It's like their personal family home.
Yeah.
It's not related to the state, right?
Yeah.
It's their own home. And like I would think that if you want to steer away from the limelight of being Lee Kuan Yew's like son or like the whole history behind the house, I would think they just want it to like one time like end it and then nobody can like enter, because it's a bit weird. Next time like public can just walk into the rooms. Like I would think If
Yeah.
I'm him, I'll feel like, it's an invasion of privacy. It's my house and like I have so many memories there. It should only belong to me.
No, but
and my
he's
eyes.
not saying me. He's saying my father doesn't want.
Oh,
Yeah.
but I think because that's his strongest point.
Yeah.
If he say I don't want, everybody will like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
But if he say Lee Kuan Yew don't want, right?
Yeah.
And
No, but
he
you
may-
see, right now, he still owns it.
Oh.
Yeah, which means he want to renovate the fuck out of it.
Oh.
Renovate the fuck out of it. Only you and your contractor will see. I mean, you come and demolish the contractor still need to come and demolish what? Then change out the parts lah, cover the dungeon, whatever lah, Like, I mean, my point is that if let's say we don't think about ourselves, let's talk about our children. One day we got children or godchildren or grandchildren, and then you are trying to tell them why Singapore is a good country that time. And then there's this place where citizens only need to pay $1 and go and see a museum that is inside Lee's house. You will bring or not? I will bring.
Yeah.
I will want to bring. And I think there's no point recreating that house somewhere else in Haw Par Villa where I can walk in and see the layout.
Yeah.
No, I want to step where the man stepped. You know what I mean?
It's true lah.
It's like those palace in other countries lah. Like you
Yeah.
walk in,
But
then
it's
you're
not
like,
even
wow.
that because it's somewhat humble. It's almost like going to Amsterdam and going to Anne Frank's house, or like going to Barcelona and going to Gaudi's house. Like it was their actual place
Yeah.
of residence. It's nothing. It's beyond politics. It's about a prominent person that had a massive amount of significance to
Yeah.
the current present state of a country, and how we got here, and to just feel that. I think going back to John's point about giving Singapore that sense of culture that people always say we don't have. I think I can see that point lah.
This is one of the
Why
things.
can't they
that's
make
littered
like a
around the street,
Malayan or something again?
They could. The Malayan is a huge. There's a whole competition in Singapore to create the mascot, and then that fella won, and then hence Malayan.
It was marketing.
Oh.
It was nothing to do with Singapore's history. Like it was reverse
No,
engineered.
like I'm saying like, okay, why not? Since the house is like, wow, so big deal, right? Like why don't they do like a Raffles like statue, like similar
Yeah,
as a monument,
Yeah.
for people to visit
yeah,
with some like nice pictures at the side telling Singapore history,
yeah.
make it a fun thing.
At the current place.
Or like East Coast Park, the road safety road like closed
Yeah.
down. Maybe
Yeah.
let's do a interactive thing for kids.
No, I think one's a little bit different because one of the things that Lee Kuan Yew mentioned when he was still very, very much of sound mind, right, was that he's against any sculptures of him because he doesn't want to be idolized and worshipped.
I see.
Yeah. But now this is being questioned in a sense whereby he did say my preference is to demolish. But if Parliament so decides that this is for heritage, I want them to know that my preference is to demolish.
Okay.
He said that. Then after that, he was removed from his will.
yeah.
Yeah. And then after that, he changed lawyer. He was removed from his will on his normal lawyer. Then after he changed lawyer to Lee Hsien Loong's wife, then it was added back in. Then he passed on.
SARS.
Which is that's the last one already.
If only like it's like Google, then you can
So
see
it's
the
murky.
edit history.
Yeah, why got no edit history? This
Yeah.
There is the edit history. I just gave you the edit history.
No,
There is the edit history,
but
but
we suspect she put, right, or she put.
She definitely put. She's the lawyer. It's whether it's under Lee's instruction or not.
Yeah.
Or she just remembered that, Lee won this, so why is it not in? I put back in. Maybe it was just normal. Maybe, I'm not saying she did commit a crime of fraud. Yeah, she definitely added it in. It's whether Lee instructed her, I took it out, add back in. Or she decides, don't you want that? I remember you wanted that, I'm just going to put it in.
You're just speculating how don't
Yeah. This feels very raw to us because we are part of the generation that has seen Lee Kuan Yew walk this earth.
Yeah.
We saw him wave the flag on NDP, and then when the old man says whether or not he changed his mind towards the end, at some point he said, I hope it's demolished. We feel like, okay, we feel very strongly for this. But as a very, very young country, right, 100 years from now, 50 years from now, right, where all of us are no longer around, no one alive has seen Lee Kuan Yew alive, right? They want that. They want his monument. They want his house there. It's going to the Lincoln statue. Yeah, it's looking at him and think, because of him, slavery is abolished.
Yeah.
It's that. That is the thing. But right now, if the government open, right, let's say they renovate a bit, they open, then you feel strongly about it, right? Don't go.
That's the problem, because I think there have been voices even today where it's like, how come we haven't been preserving enough of like our past like heritage buildings? And I think 50 years from now, people will feel the same. Like, how come you all didn't have the foresight to do this, to keep it? How come everything was just demolished and start anew? How come Singapore is just all about building new stuff?
So the next few is all confirmed on the nice list.
Okay, let's
but I
go.
think there's a story somewhere that John wanted to share. So
Back to fun.
Okay.
first,
That was fun
it's
for
the
me.
athletes of Singapore. They have made several accomplishments this year. So we
So
have
Wei Yong.
Soryong,
Yeah, hey, he won again.
Shanti Pereira.
Nice.
We have kite foiler Maximilian Maeder.
Max Mader.
And we have a badminton player by the name of
Look at
Lo Kian Yu. And
Look at you.
I think this one is the one that John is most excited about. We have
cool. I don't know what.
Dante Chen.
Oh, that's right.
The first
WWE.
Singaporean
That's right.
to debut in WWE SmackDown.
Hey, what a huge achievement, eh? I really think you guys are underselling this.
I haven't actually seen him on SmackDown, but I heard he's like the Funaki.
But
What
you
does that
have to
mean?
start off that way. It's like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
joke lah, like the yeah.
He's the you lose one lah.
Okay.
Not only that, our gold medalist Joseph Schooling retired.
Yes.
swimming.
Yeah, he's
swimming.
now an investment banker. Yeah.
And Yipin, she also won gold again
Hey, no. Yeah.
at
She's female
Paralympics.
athlete of the year.
You know, I'm most impressed by Soryong.
Why?
Because I feel like also Ipinshu, because both of them have been going at this for the longest time. So it's not like they did in their prime and they pop. You know, then
Yeah, they are past their prime, to be fair.
yeah, like especially Soryong, dude.
He's old.
He's so old, dude.
He's like our age.
No lah. he's-
And at least prime is 27. Once you hit 30, it's like people expect you
his
to.
sport?
He has been doing this for way too long, longer than his joints would have preferred. Let's put it that way, okay?
Spirulina.
And because of his issues with certain sports associations in Singapore, he was not allowed to represent Singapore in SEA Games. And so he has taken on this extremely flamboyant, slightly arrogant persona. Or maybe I remove slightly. But like I look at it and be like, you deserve it, man. Like, because
The achievements lah.
like you deserve to be so arrogant.
You're right.
Like I read it, like I used to, like if I don't know him and I read it and be like, why is this guy so showy? Yeah. But having known him, having met him and then know his story, I mean, he feels oppressed and we can see why. Then I'm like, hey, you go show the world what amazing runner you are. Yeah, like he would say like, Singapore has been on a medal drought. You all want to end the medal drought? Send me to SEA Games. That kind, you know. Then the fellow SEA Game gold medalists, right, will all reply, maybe next one, bro. Maybe next one. Hopefully can see you again. We always postpone. You know, that kind of shit. And like he said, I don't know now, it's like 5th, 6th or 7th time consecutive Singapore marathon champion.
Yeah. Asian champion.
Yeah. Then he's like, I won again. That's 6th time in a row. That kind. Like,
Yeah.
That kind of like fucking annoying. But he's like, how else this man gonna like running is such a thing that Singaporeans just don't take seriously, and this guy like made a whole ass career out of it. Leh.
Run so fast. Arrogant.
Honestly, right,
I need to see you in SEA
his
Games. Riots,
Instagram handle is what caught me.
He's what
Like
hander?
run so fast is
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
Like, it's so good. And apparently it's on Wikipedia. I don't know how true this is, but his first name is Guillaume.
No way lah. No way. No.
I don't know why.
Guillaume, let us know if it's true.
Guillaume? It's a French name, right? Or it's an Italian name.
Yeah.
No, it's the girl name of William.
Guillem.
So interesting.
Guilinkao.
Guillem.
No, but do you want to share about the wrestling event that you went to recently?
Speaking of Dante, right? I recently exposed myself to the world of SPW, Singapore Pro Wrestling. Hey, I tell you, Charles, we paid to be there. Dude, it is so good. Like, I can't explain this because this is reminiscent of the time before the Attitude Era when I was already watching wrestling with my dad.
Okay.
When it was called WWF.
Ah.
And
Also did.
Raw
the
is
place
war.
looks like ECW back then.
Oh, so like really grungy.
It's super grungy.
Yeah.
Is it a bit?
No.
Oh, okay.
I estimate 30-40% of the audience members were Caucasian. Expats.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's not like they were here to have a good time and like laugh at Asian athletes. It's not. They shout their name. They know. Like, I thought I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna figure out who. Like, you gotta know who to boo.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, or
yeah.
who
the heel is.
Who the Stone Cold here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then sometimes Stone Cold plays a bad character, but I support him. Like, there's nuance.
Who's the face? Who's the heel?
And the Caucasians, the expats, they all know.
They're committed to the law of
like-
the law of the world. lah.
Correct. Like, they will call like cheese something like that. One of the tag team
Cheese?
partner, right? One of it is like they will call him cheese sticks or some shit like that. Like,
Okay.
and it's not even part of the name.
Random.
Yeah, so like it's
It's
inside.
backstory after backstory.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, it's like you go Era store, then you know the
The chance, yeah. Dude, and it's very good. And like there's the whole music, but it's just the runway is really short. Like when they come out of the thing, there's like 7 steps. So they really walk the crowd, and it's because they are still in their early ECW phase.
Okay.
You know, they are sit round at this moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
So after the match, right? Like so they go out, they perform the performance of a lifetime and got so many characters. It's not they just go out and fight. Like everybody got persona. Got one guy that's mute, got one guy that's a student, got one guy is a doctor, one guy is a butcher.
Okay.
And they really act the part one. Then they got like their Rey Mysterios. Then they got invite Japanese wrestlers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so even WWE wrestlers that come to Singapore, then they would just wrestle because turns out there's an international code for it. Like if I were to DDT you,
Yeah.
when do I know I want you to reverse my DDT?
Yeah,
or
yeah.
when do you have to sell
you
my
lost
DDT?
me at DDT.
Okay.
Yeah, like
DDT?
I know it, but I will tell you after the show because I don't want to ruin it.
Okay.
What's DDT?
It's a move.
I don't know what it stands for, but you know,
But
you put your head here, then I pang, right?
So across all different like organizations, right, the way to do DDT and the signals are all exactly the same. Is what you're
I
saying.
would think so because I would expect that's how the international wrestlers come in and collab because they don't rehearse.
And because some of them have specific moves that are only specific to this one person.
So everybody will practice how to punch. Everybody will practice how to take a punch. Everybody will practice how to jump and fly. But then when you come, right, we are just playing cues.
Oh, it's
We're
like
just dancing.
So that's why it can be so improvisational.
And it straight up hurts one. Okay, and this one I want to review, right? Because I downloaded, I screen recorded this thing and then I slow-mo it to figure out how it's done.
Okay.
Because I couldn't see it exactly how. And I practice this with my wife until my arm all bruised.
Hey, the workout is
Hey, thanks man.
paying off, yeah.
Okay, so like I was looking at how come he slapped the guy, right? And then the sound is so real and I can't figure it out.
slap.
And
kick,
I see,
slap.
okay, is it he's stomping his feet? And he never. Then is he stomping the other feet? He never. Then I said, okay, is the victim selling the sound?
Okay.
Is the victim stomping? And then all the way, I cannot find. So I tulan already. I rewatched the reel and then watch him do the setup of the reel, right? Then I download, I slow-mo, then I just like frame by frame. Sell it for me as well.
Yeah.
Whoa! Where did the slap come from?
That really sounded legit, yeah. Is that he never said properly?
Hey, really?
Wow.
Damn it, I thought I timed it.
Again.
So
I
basically,
blink,
right,
I
it's like
forgot.
that.
I see.
Can you tell it? Oh shit!
Look like-
It sounds damn legit.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I slapped until my whole f***ing arm all bruised.
Ah.
That's where the sound comes from.
Ah.
But they're doing it the whole match.
The whole match.
Oh
Okay,
my
I don't think they slap here. They slap here, but it's just my t-shirt.
So it's
I
like
see.
that.
But so there are microphones everywhere and then you can hear it.
I don't know.
happening lah.
This guy was training. I mean, I follow a bunch of them on Instagram.
God damn.
Yo, their next event, I will
you
be
reveal the
back.
secret.
I will be
You
back.
reveal the
You know,
secret.
it always threw me off, right? The OG WWF logo
Yeah.
and the World Wildlife Foundation or something. It's the same. It's
My
WWF also, and it's also
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah, I always confused.
No, what threw me off right, was that the old WWF logo got the F at the back, right? Then when you made it WWE, right, they removed instead of adding one line.
Yeah.
Like why? No, but I must say so like I was
Like, why?
my only experience right was through John's IG story, and I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes when I see too many stories, right, and it's all dotted line. Sometimes I don't watch all the way.
Oh,
lah.
fine.
But this one, right, I was so like involved.
Yeah, dude, it was so fun.
It was so cool to watch from your point of view.
Is there audience participation?
Yes.
Oh, so it's like
So,
fully immersive.
it's
one, lah.
They will
Wild.
come down and they'll fight in front of you. Or like they will pick up the
yeah.
kid, right?
Huh?
They will pick up a kid and then he will use he will pick up the kid's leg and flying kick you. And then that guy will sell it. Yeah, so then after that on the way down, we went to get drinks, I get beer or whatnot. Then the kid was outside the toilet. Everybody high-fiving the guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I can join.
It's damn fun. Hey, y'all must come. Y'all must come. It's damn fun.
Acting.
You can be the
Also, I don't want to go with Pet because Pet like made me go home early.
Hey,
I didn't watch the main event.
Wait, so she didn't have fun?
She was okay. I think she was hungry. I like we didn't know what time it will last.
Yeah.
Then after that, there's something you wanted to eat, but then like it ran out. Yeah. So, but it was fun. Like there's beer and the beer is not it's not stupid pricing kind. And then got like a taco stand.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it's
That's
like
so
okay.
deep
So
for me.
if say you want to commit to something like that, right? It's like a 3 hours thing, like 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. There's an intermission.
Got like
It's like
undercuts.
8 to 11, I think.
Okay.
I think. But then the place just works off. There's just a ring in the middle. There's like 4 lines of plastic chair, 4 rows of plastic chairs.
around.
And then I mean nearer their walk in, then got more, then the entrance there got more lah.
Understand.
Yeah, but so I paid for like the second or third highest tier, which cost me $50.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm in front of the ring, lor.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a night out to have like live entertainment, right? That's
Yeah.
damn reasonable.
Not bad.
And there is no quiet like, oh, let's just wait for this match to pass on. No, like you can tell whatever budget they have to scream together, right?
Yeah.
And all these people probably all have another real like full-time job. Yeah, and they were just, you can see they do their, because no, you must understand that they are funding challenge now.
Yeah.
But they have the talent and the know-how already. They just short of the audience
Yeah.
to scale this thing.
Right.
Let's help. Let's.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
And so like you will see like, they will do like a pre-clip to show like bad blood.
Yeah.
And he's just shot on handphone, then like jump cuts and shit. It's just like blurry because the guy, he could just wipe his lens, but he never.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Happens.
They are focused on the wrestling.
He's so
Yeah.
good.
Social media part.
Yeah, and then there was this one dude, he's so technical. He's young Rey Mysterio.
Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah, he's like fly on there. Like he will like those from the top net, then
Yeah,
your
yeah.
leg hook the hit, then we sell for each other. That
The
kind
Black
one.
Widow. Okay.
He was so good, that guy.
Hey, no, I'm very interested.
Yeah, you must come.
I got one honorable mention.
Let's hear it. Let's
I
go.
was quite touched by the story of this, like, I think it was a guy from Myanmar and another foreign worker who helped, like, there was a kid, like, standing on the ledge.
Yeah.
Like, he climbed out the window, then he just, like, stand at the second or third story, right?
Yeah.
Then they went to climb down and, like, went to
Yeah.
take the boy
Yeah.
and, like, put back, like, return
Yeah.
it to the mom, right? And the mom apparently was sleeping.
Yeah.
And then when I heard this story, I was very touched, right? But the funniest part is like, as a mom, right, like if you see a kid, like you were like, thank you, come in, oh my god, right? She didn't even let him in the house.
Yeah, he was outside the HDB on the ledge of like a second or third floor.
Yeah.
And so like he
So
literally...
he climbed back down.
Yeah.
No!
And mind you, there's
she did.
members of public all watching
Yeah.
this at
there
this
will
point.
be other people below with like
Yeah,
big,
yeah, they
like,
preparing,
black
they
tarp,
preparing.
catch the kid and all that. Yeah. Then he just like he moved off and then he just climbed back down and
He like returned the key to the window.
Yeah.
And then like after that he like wasn't invited in. He said like she never said anything, so he just go back to the like, the way he came.
damn weird.
Somehow, right, he going to church actually.
Yeah, he was on his way to church. This individual's name is called Satu Ya Ong. I hope I pronounced that correctly.
Nope,
Probably
definitely
not.
not.
What do you mean?
Oh yeah. That was absolutely perfect. Well done, sir. And thank you so much for your service.
Yeah, shout out. I think we need more people like this.
There was a point, right? There was a corner that he had to navigate, right?
Yeah.
That he could have easily just slipped, but
Yeah,
he navigated it so well.
Parkour.
But also, I mean, on
and like
one hand, the mother naughty, right? On one hand, mother
Yeah,
naughty.
yeah.
On the other hand, how much of an introvert you want to be to self-sabotage to just not saying, hey, can I come in? Like, and like that over there. Like, no, she busted for sure. Right?
Yeah.
But she's also shocked. She's also, why is a man outside my window? You know, she's
With
like,
my son.
are you human or are you the spirit that saved my son, right?
Yeah.
But also that man, he's also like a, I don't know, she never offer it. So I will risk death.
No, I think he just don't want break. He's scared like break the law. Like,
Yeah, I
not
think in
nice.
Myanmar quite common to just climb here, climb there.
Like,
Oh.
and I, sorry, hey, you don't mind.
But to be honest, I think it's easier for him to go the other side.
To be fair.
Yeah.
Because if he climb the window, it's a bit dangerous because he have to lift up one leg, like reach
Yeah.
back
He
a
might-
bit
he might
and
fall
go.
back.
And
No,
to
if
have
he
to
wants
stand-
to go in cool, if he doesn't want to go in cool,
Yeah.
he can just raise his arm and tip over. Then he will go in very uncoolly but safe. Like safer
No,
lah.
but maybe he was like, he want them to reunite and like, you know.
I think the pain, right, of standing there and waiting for her to unlock the door slowly so he can go out if he chooses to enter through her unit is.
You have to walk through.
I think I never mind lah.
Yeah.
No
How
lah,
much
that's
navigate?
crazy. Yeah, that's completely
I
absurd. Can you
understand the
imagine
introversion.
if
Yeah.
someone will offer a photo, like you want me help me take a photo with your son? Then she stand outside the window and then he just takes. He's like, oh, that's a vantage point I never got before.
Too much explanation. Like imagine they got a camera doorbell also, right? Then like the husband, all he sees, right, is a man walking out of the house. But how did he come in? How did he come in?
And for the
Problem.
child, right,
Problem.
like if you're 26 years old and then you stumble upon this article, your friend show it is you, right?
Yeah.
Then you have to realize that holy shit, my mum somehow let me climb onto a ledge.
Yeah, my mother fell asleep with
Let's
the
set a
window open.
reminder to send it to that child in 5 years.
Crazy. So
Grill
paiseh.
your windows.
Yeah. Grill your
Okay,
windows.
nice honorable mention. Merry
Merry
Christmas!
Christmas, everybody!
Thank you so much for watching and we'll see you guys in the next episode. Maybe next year?
Yeah.
Is that no lah,
Sure.
nah, still got more episodes. Okay.
Happy New Year.
Does it not weird you all out that we censor sex so much, but we don't censor drugs? But like one is natural, one is harmful, jalat, death. One of it, like the president does, you know?
Sex, right?
Sex.
Right. Wow, that took you a while.
Why?